Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and if you're watching this video, that means you want to know how to get your CDL license in 2023. Will the process change? Will it get easier? Will it get harder? You're going to have to watch this video to find out. So, in 2022, there was a whole bunch of changes that happened in the CDL world itself. There's something that came up in February 7th that was called the ELDT. So ELDT stood for Entry Level Driver Training. This was a federal requirement that made all the states follow the same exact rules on the federal side itself, right? Some of the rules that changed were that everyone wanting to get a CDL license had to go to an actual school itself. That's why we became the best school, because we wanted to make sure that we provide the best training. Second thing that happened is you had to provide extra classroom hours and extra quizzes needed in order to pass the CDL, in order to go for your CDL road test to make sure that you're certified and good to go. Those are the main things that really did change. In 2023, ELDT is still there and is still strong, but there's something coming in 2023 that most people have no idea about yet. And one of the reasons that we know is that we are our own third-party testing site, which means if you're looking for a school in 2023, one of the cool perks of coming to our school is that we have our ability to test you on your CDL road test. Most schools, this is what the process will look like. If you want to go get your CDL license, this is pretty much a two-step process. Step number one, you first have to pass a few different written tests to get yourself a CDL permit. Step number two, you're going to have to pass a 2.5-hour-long road test to get your actual license. And someplace in the middle there, you have to complete the ELDT training course as well. If you come to our school, we're going to kind of walk you through that whole process. We're going to guarantee that you walk away with the CDL license by giving you unlimited tries at the road test. But if you don't go to our school, this is usually how it works with other schools. You're going to go through the training, and then you're going to have to go to a DMV to actually get tested. Now the downside with that is going to a DMV, most of the time DMVs does not have that many tests available. I know certain states, like in Massachusetts, there's people who are waiting 4 months before they can get tested the very first time. In the state of New Jersey, many students have to wait a few months before they can even get tested, simply because of the backlog of the DMV itself. One of the cool things about coming to our school here is that we can get you in and out much faster, simply because we have our own third-party testing site. It took me about 2 years to get this whole site approved, and pretty much what that means is, for your road test, that 2.5-hour-long road test, you don't have to go to a DMV. You can actually take the test at our own third-party testing site, and when you pass, then all you got to do is go to your local DMV to pick up your CDL license. We're not going to give you the actual license itself. We'll upload the test results onto the national database, and then once you go to the DMV, they'll give you the CDL license just as if you passed at your local DMV itself, which is a super cool thing. This gives us the ability to accept students from all over the country. We've had students from Alaska, students from Hawaii, students from California, and we might even have students from Brazil coming in soon too. So, definitely a cool thing. Now, let's kind of break down the road test itself. The road test is split into 3 different parts. First part of the test is all about inspecting the truck. They're going to have to inspect both the inside and outside of the vehicle. Second part of the test is all about parking the truck 6 different ways, and the third part of the test is actually driving the truck on the road itself. That being said, is the test going to be changing? The answer is yes. The road test will be changing coming up in 2023. We don't know the exact dates. Some people are thinking July, some people are thinking August, some people are even thinking much sooner than that. But there is a new federal requirement when it comes to the new testing procedures, and a few things are going to be changing. Now, as it gets closer, we'll get more and more details on exactly what's going to happen, but this is going to be the kind of gist of it. The pre-trip inspection, which is that first part of the test itself, is going to change. They're going to make sure that there's a time limit on it, which means you really have to know your stuff. You're going to want to make sure that you're speeding up through the process and not delaying the entire thing. The parking maneuvers, they're all going to change altogether. It's going to be completely different parking maneuvers, completely different skill set needed to learn in order to pass that test. They're going to completely get rid of alley docking. You're going to be doing a mixture between like an offset and a parallel. You're going to be doing a straight line backing still, and they're adding some extra maneuvers as well. So make sure like you're stopping in the proper distance when you're pulling up, making sure that you're checking your mirrors. And if they're making the rules a little bit more difficult as well, which if you don't get it 100%, you can possibly just fail. In the current test currently, you're going to be doing straight line backing, one of the offsets, either offset to the right or offset to the left. You're going to have to do a parallel parking to the driver's side or the passenger side, or an alley docking as well. All right, and those are the things, and you don't have to get everything 100% correct, and you can still pass because it's based on a point system. The more points you get, that means the more errors you made, which means the more mistakes, which means once you get to a certain level, you fail altogether. All right. So that being said, this one is looking to be a little bit different. The only thing that's going to be staying exactly the same is going to be the road portion of the test itself, because there's not really too much to change there. So if you want to make sure that you're locking yourself in before this whole testing changes, and again, we know about this stuff because we are our own third-party testing site. A lot of different DMVs are not going to tell you any of this stuff until like a month before. So if you want to make sure that you're locking yourself in and getting through this whole thing, we have a few months left before we actually start this process. So all you have to do is give our team a call, 908-525-3609, or check out our website at cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com, and then we can definitely help you out and guide you through this whole process and make sure we get you in and out of school before this test changes and before you have to learn anything extra or make anything a lot more difficult than it has to be. So one more time, give our team a call, 908-525-3609. If you want to get your CDL license in 2023, this is exactly what you got to do. One more time, 908-525-3609, or check out our website at cdldrivingacademy.com, cdldrivingacademy.com. Thanks. Have a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.